What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to build this from scratch something very special, a price comparison table. As web dev, you know, it plays a very important role for every company that sells products or services. Stick to the end of the video and you will know how to make it. If you're new here and you want to learn more about web development, subscribe and you also click the bell so you don't miss anything. Starting really from the beginning, we have this folder in the desktop. There is nothing inside of it, just two icons, okay? You have those down below in the video description. Let's fire up our brackets, alright? Once it's open, in here, let's create our file structure, okay? It's just two files, one for the markup, the index, and another one for style, okay? Styles.css. Let's create here our boilerplate, okay? And we're gonna use two fonts, the Poppins and also Lato, okay? You're gonna copy this from Google Fonts. We have also this link that's gonna connect our CSS to our markup. And in the title, comparison price table. Down here in the body, we're gonna have a section, let's call price comparison. Of course, this is gonna be a section in your website. And in here, we're gonna have the price column itself, okay? It's quite simple till now. It's gonna be until the end, okay? And in the price column, we're gonna have this price header. That's gonna have just the price, all right? And the price is gonna have three things: the $sign, the price of the thing itself, in this case, $5, and the per month, okay? This is the header. As you can see, it's quite simple. One other thing that we're gonna need here is gonna be our plan name, okay? We're gonna have three plans, so each one is gonna have its own name. And on this plan name here, the first one, for example, is gonna be basic. And it's done. Our price column is done. We need three, so let's copy this two times, all right? Let's make a few changes. This one is 10, and it's gonna be professional. The last one is gonna be $20, and it's gonna be enterprise or wherever you want to call it. As a result, we end up with this very ugly text, okay? But we're gonna fix that right now. Get started with our CSS, okay? Let's go to our global settings. It makes styling with heights and width much easier, okay? We're gonna set all these to box size in the box. And now let's set some variables. So if you want to change something, you do it here instead of go to every element, okay? First of all, let's start with the color, our accent color, the main color here. All right. The second one, let's create variables to our fonts. We have two fonts, one for the heading, font family. We are going to use Poppins and sans serif as a fallback. And set the third variable here, the body font family. Let's grab Lato. And also sans serif as a fallback. Next, select the body, okay? And let's start by removing all margins, okay? Then let's set a background. Let's pick a nice color here. And let's also give it a mean height and a mean width. Make the border take the full width of the page. For layout, let's say display flex. And let's put our content in the center of our page with justify content center and align items also center, all right? Last thing here, let's grab the font. The font we just picked for the body is gonna be the Lato. Okay, let's use our variable here, and yeah, we have it here. Now let's grab the price comparison itself, okay, and let's put our content side by side with display flex, okay, and justify content center for putting everything in the center of our page, and align item stretch, make it fit the container, okay. Let's also give that width of 100%, and then let's add a little bit of margin, 1 rem, okay. Let's give it some space here, and now let's grab the price itself now, okay. And the first thing we're gonna do here, we're gonna give it a background color, okay. Let's pick a color that fits our project. This, in this case, is gonna be white, and also add a little bit of box shadow, okay, just a little bit, all right. And let's pick a color almost transparent, just to be there, okay. Now let's give a padding. They are too close, okay. Flex grow is going to be 1, flex base is 0, and let's give it a max width of 275 pixels, and let's make the columns a little bit round on the corners with border radius 8 pixels. As you can see, it works nice. We're gonna go back to our HTML here, and let's pick the one in the middle, and let's add the class popular, okay. That's it, it's done. Now let's style our popular price column, okay, the one in the middle, and position here is going to be relative, and to make it different, let's give a special color, our accent color, okay. Using here our variable. Something that we also must do here is add a box shadow, okay. Alright, it's much better now, as you can see. But we have a problem, we have an issue here. We can't read well, so let's change the color of the font to white. We want this one to be taller than the other ones, the two ones. So we're gonna give a margin top of -1 rem, okay. It's gonna be taller. But there is a problem. Now the text inside is very up. So let's bring it down with margin topping of 3.5 rem, okay. Now they are the same. Remember, the padding was 2 rem. And let's do the same thing in the bottom here, 1.5 rem, and let's give a padding border of 3.5 rem, put the letter in the same place. A very important detail that we have to take care here, we're gonna set the border radius to 0 on the top or in the bottom right of the first child, and the left on the last child, okay. So let's first of all, let's grab this one, the first column, and grab the first child, and the border top right radius, let's set it to 0, and let's also do the same to the border right radius, okay, also 0. As you can see on the left, we just get rid of that border radius, okay. Now let's do the same to the second one, or to the last one, all right, the last child, and okay, top right, top left, 0, and now the bottom left also has to be 0. And as you can see the result, we just got rid of that borders. Next, let's grab the price header, okay. Let's type here price header. Layout is going to be flex. Flex direction column, because we want to keep direction as column. And align it to the center. And let's also pick our font header, okay? And down below here, we want the same font, this font to be bold, okay? Alright, as you can see, it starts to look nice. Now let's go to the price itself, okay? For the layout, let's say flex, because we want to put them in the same line. And now let's change the size of the numbers, okay, to 3.5 rem, but we want just the numbers. So we have to deal with the $sign here, okay. First of all, let's decrease its size to 1.5 rem. As you can see, it's too high. So let's bring it a little down with margin top 0.5 rem, all right. And another issue is very close to our number 10 here. So let's give a margin right of 0.25 rem. And yeah, it starts to look nice. We must reduce the size of the per month, okay? So let's go to the font size and let's try 0.75 rem. Okay, as you can see, it's much better now. Let's also align self, flex end, push all the way down to the bottom. Let's push it up, okay? Put it next to our 20, all right? And the last thing here, let's make it uppercase. Text transform is gonna be uppercase. And yeah, exactly where we want it to be. Let's do the same thing here to the plan name, okay? Give some space here, let me type plan name. And first of all, let's capitalize the text transform uppercase. And let's make the font a little smaller, okay? 0.9 rem. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna give some space between the price and the blur name because we have a divider, okay? And let's also remove any margin bottom, all right? As I told you, we need to have a divider here. So let's go back to our markup. And in here, down below the plain name, you're gonna have this div called divider, okay? Nothing inside of it. Let's just duplicate this and we have a divider. Now let's style it, okay? Let's grab it, divider, and let's give it a height of 1 pixel. Width is gonna be 100%. This is gonna take the full width, but it's gonna be only 1 pixel high, okay? And to be visible, we have to give it a color. So let's pick a background color. Let's see this one, black 000, transparency .2, all right. And it's very stuck to our content, so let's push it away from it, all right. How? You're gonna give a margin top of 2 rem. I'll type here. Yeah. Let's also give it a margin bottom of 2 rem, okay? Margin bottom 2 rem. And yeah, this is done. It looks good, but not in our most popular column. So let's change the color here. And the most popular, this is gonna be white, all right? So let's grab this one and let's apply a background color, this time white, okay? 255 and transparency .2. And yeah, now it's visible, it's much more professional. Now we go to the more important part of our project. We're gonna create our features, okay? Here under the divider, you don't have to worry about this one because you can go to my Facebook page and you can download the markup there, okay? And if you want to support our channel, you can also go to our Patreon, and in there you can have the video and also the full source code. Okay, and okay, this part here is done, so let's copy and paste in our professional plan. Okay, but there is a difference here. This one is be inactive, and we change also the icon X. Okay, and change the all right, let's copy this one and paste in our base project, in our base. Now we select those that you just create. Okay, and display is going to be a flex. Okay, we have to align it to the center with align it to center, and let's also give a vertical space between each other, 0.5 rem, and start to look more professional. And now we are gonna select our icons. Okay, let's grab feature img, and let's set a height and a width. Okay, 1.1 rem height, and the same thing to the width, 1.1 rem. And also let's add a little margin to the right because they are too close to each other. Okay, it's much better now. We want those ones to be a grayish color, so let's do it now. Let's grab those, feature inactive, color is going to be a grayish color, and we are going to also give a text decoration line through. Okay, we are going to add a most popular name here, so the user knows this is the most popular. So you have to go back to our markup, and in here, right on the most popular, we're gonna create a div and say most popular. Okay, it's in here. The next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna style it. Okay, position here is gonna be absolute. The top is gonna be 0.5 rem, left the same thing, 5 rem. And right the same thing. Okay, let's also set it to the center, also make it uppercase with text from uppercase, and let's hit it be bold. Okay, let's grab a font family to this one. Is going to be our heading. Okay, grabbing here our heading font, and yeah, it's clear that this one is the most popular price. Okay, we are almost done with our project. Okay, we need just one last thing here. Is gonna be our button. Okay, a call to action. So let's go to our HTML, and here let's create this and say start today. Okay, let's just copy this one and paste in every column. Here it is in the main one. And let's go to the last one and paste it there too. All right, next step, let's style this one. Let's give it some style and the hover effect. Now let's start styling it. Okay, .cta, and let's start by remove its borders. Okay, let's also pick a background color. In this case, our accent color. Let's give a width of 100% of its content. Okay, make it bigger. Let's give it some padding, make it looks better. Okay. Next, cursor pointer, so the user knows that he can click on it. Let's grab the font family. Here, let's have our heading font family. All right. Next, let's make it bold. And let's take care of its color, make it a little bit round, okay, with border radius 4 pixels, okay. Now let's move it away from our content just a little bit, okay, 3 rem. As you can see, we have this nice result already. We have the buttons, but there is no hover, there's no effect, so let's take care of that. Let's create a hover and also a focus effect, okay? What's gonna happen here is when you hover over this one, it's gonna become bigger. It's working, but we have to add some transition times. It's gonna look nice after that. Let me show you. Yeah, it's completely different. As you can see, they're working, but our main one is not the way we want because it's a different story. We have to change it. So let's go to the price column, popular, and let's create a specific button color just to this one. It's gonna be white, okay? And the color of the text is gonna be the accent color. So let me show you. Yeah, now it's okay. Okay guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. And if you like it, you know what to do. Subscribe and you also click that little bell so you get notified every time I post a video like this one. See you in the next one.